Very detective, so yeah, but that's another video. Anyways, to get to know her and let me explain why the more they release, the faster. Very loyal and faithful, but if you come with the BS, and the more they release, the faster. So welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the Pisces Sun and the Pisces Moon series. So if you watched my part 1 and you saw everything that I said about the Pisces woman, I want you to understand the reason I'm talking about Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. These women have lots in common, okay? So another thing that I want to mention in this video, when you are dating this woman, you are going to notice everything that I put in my Pisces series. And when I talk about Pisces energy, I mean the sun, moon, and rising, just so you guys know. Because your sun, your moon, and your rising really make up exactly who you are. Also, your love language. My love language is in Cancer. And I've always been very caring, very loving, but that's also Pisces as well, and very Scorpio. So, okay, about this woman, let's jump right into this video. Another thing about this woman, she's very poetic. She can dress like nobody else, and when she dresses, she's sexy. Like I always say, she's very feminine. She loves her family. She wants you to take your time to get to know her, and let me explain why I put a part 2 to this series. In part 1, I didn't mention this, and the reason why I'm putting out part 2 is because I want you guys to understand a Pisces woman, sun, moon, or rising, is a woman of depth, okay? And she wants you to get deep. She doesn't want to have to tell you what you have to do or the type of man or partner that she needs, man or woman. This Piscean really needs you just to know how to get with it. And it's like, if you move way too fast, she's going to ditch you. It's going to be like, bye. Like, you didn't want to take your time. You have to take your time with these women. Like I say in part 1, you cannot stick your fingers in a fish tank really fast and expect a fish to come up to your fingers. No, you have to slowly do it. Not sluggishly slow, like a slug. No, just move slow. Step by step. Take it step by step. Get to know her. Court her correctly in the terms of, like, in this way, you get to know her inner. Get to know her heart. Get to know her mind. Get to know her spirit. Her beautiful smile. Her eyes. Her cheekbone. So when you're dating her, I want you to be slow, but interesting slow. Consistency, like texting. Be consistent when you're texting her, and let her not so much see what you're doing. Let her feel that. Because when you let a woman feel your love for a Pisces energy, woman and man, this Piscean is going to melt like an ice cream inside. She's not going to show it. She's not going to tell it. And another thing I can say is the deeper you dive in with a Pisces woman, the more mysterious they come. And it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to figure this woman out. Because right when you think you got to know her, her skin sheds, and then a resurface of her comes out. And now she's a different woman. She thinks different. She does things different one day, and then another day she might do something else. And that's just how she is. So the more deeper you get into this woman, the more mysterious she's going to become. And she's going to become a puzzle you are going to want to put together. And you're going to get frustrated. And if you're not able to put the whole puzzle together, what's going to happen is you're gonna become more obsessed with her or him, and you're gonna want more and more and more and more and more, because the deeper you dive in with a Pisces, the deeper you're gonna want to get to know that Pisces. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart and soul. This woman will have you in the beginning. She's very, very alluring. She's very what's the word that I'm looking for? Seductive. She's very seductive in the bedroom. Lots of them do have bedroom eyes, like myself. I know I have beautiful bedroom eyes. A lot of people think that these are filter eyes. Let me tell you guys, these are my eyes. These are natural. I have a very bluish eye on this side, and then on this side I have a very green eyes, and they are very alluring to some people. I mean, I only tend to date Spanish men, and when they look at me like beautiful this beautiful woman just staring into their eyes. And that's another thing about Pisces. They love eye contact. They want you to stare at them in their eyes, because that's honesty, that's loyalty, and that's being faithful to a Pisces moon. I want you to take your time and be very slow when looking into her eyes, because when you do that and you take your time to look into her eyes and give her lots of eye contact, that shows a Pisces woman and a man that you are into them. And they don't need you to tell them. They need you to show them. That's very Pisces, that's very Cancer, and it's very Scorpio. You don't need to say much. Sometimes a little this and that. Sometimes, I mean, a Scorpio man wants to figure you out. He doesn't want to guess who you are by you telling him. He wants to figure you out. I dated a Scorpio on and off for 36 years. We were in love with each other, but we couldn't be with each other. We love each other to the bottom of our heart and souls, but it's like we can never be together. And I never said much. We would talk about basic stuff. Like, I would never get into if I was in love with him, if I loved him, want to be with him. I always leave it for him to put it together, the puzzle pieces. Why? Because it's up to him. He loves mysteries. He loves resolving them. They're very detective. So, yeah. But that's another video. Anyways, back to Pisces. So, another thing is, this woman is very sexual in the bedroom. And if you're a pleaser, and the man is too. A Pisces man, I mean, what sign doesn't love sex? We all love sex. But a Pisces woman, she don't want just sex. She wants to be caressed and kissed slowly and sexy and seductive and sexy. She wants that man to make her feel like the only woman in this whole world, so that she can look at him like her hero, because that's a Pisces woman. A Pisces woman also loves her father. She may be a daddy's girl, she may be a mommy's girl. It depends on the Pisces. It depends where they are in their ages, where they are in their stages, and how they grew up. But they are usually very close to their daddies. They are mostly daddies, little princesses. And if not, they make their men, their boyfriends, their partners, their girlfriends, their heroes. Even the men do it to their women. I've never dated a Pisces man. I don't really know how they are, but I know by being a Pisces, I know the energy well, and I am very good at astrology. I'm also psychic, so I do a lot. I do a real lot. I could tell you things that you would be surprised that I can guess at. Having a conversation. I could tell you things by just having a conversation with you. So, like, if me and you are having a conversation, I can just sense and feel things, and that's just my psychic kicking in. The psychic, like the psych inside of me, will kick in at certain things, and like I can see things deeper than others. But a lot of Pisces can do the same. So be careful with these women, because they can see bullshit, they can smell it. It's almost like a natural sense that they get. I mean, you have a fish swimming this way and another swimming this way. And let me tell you something, these women can be sweet as pie or they can be as dark as night. It depends on how you treat them and what you want from a Pisces woman or man. And it's like, be careful. Don't use them for sex, because if you do that, they'll smell that and they will get rid of you, because a lot of them love to love. They're in love with love. They want love. They need love. They need to have somebody who loves them. They need to be loved by another person other than their family, because they get really alone. Another thing about these women and men, they love to hide and they love to be in caves, but they love to lay down like on a pillow in a bed, just looking in your eyes, talking for hours. That will put a Pisces woman and a man head over heels for you to know that you've dedicated all this. Don't be on a date with them and be texting in your phone and be all sloppy, because that right there kills off a Pisces, a Scorpio, and a Cancer. When I was with my Scorpio man, because Pisces and Scorpios, they do get along. And they would last a lifetime if they get together. The two right couple. Like, this is a match made in heaven. Scorpios and Pisces, Pisces and Cancers. I mean, all water signs together, they're beautiful. Water signs in general can get along with anybody, depending on who you are, depending on the man. Some of them are just like, like they don't really, I don't know, but water signs, they love deeply. So a Pisces woman and a man laying down, looking in your eyes, conversating for hours, looking in each other's eyes, that's like sex to them. That's how much they love it. They will love you forever for that, and they will also respect you for that and look forward for more, because there's nothing more interesting than spending time with somebody you really care about. So what you want to do is you take this woman or this man serious, honestly. Like, take my advice. I'm very good at astrology. I'm very good at explaining things to people in depth so that they can understand where these women and men are coming from. And if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, and say you're a Gemini sun or you're a Virgo sun, and you have like 3 or 4 Pisces in your chart, you can be a very, very Piscean energy person and not even realize it until you really get to know yourselves. So it's really important to do your charts. No, puppy. Sorry. I have my vape. So you have to really take this woman or this man and this energy and really treat it softly. Treat it almost like with cotton gloves on you. I mean, that's how soft and delicate these women are. And these men, they love animals. They're animal lovers at heart. They love animals. Yes, they do. But they also, I mean, they are very loving people. Very loving, very kind, very loyal and faithful. But if you come with the BS, I promise you will regret it, because they will leave. Once they sense that you're not loyal and you're not faithful, it's peace out for them. It's a wrap. So kind of be mysterious. Let her guess you. The longer you keep her hooked on that fucking fishing rod, the longer she's going to stay interested. But you're going to kill her. Like, kill her off, and she's going to want to dip as soon as she knows what you're doing. Like, as soon as she knows what you're up to and she knows you're up to no good, she's out of there. Because let me tell you something. I was dating a Scorpio, and he's not the only water sign I've been with, by the way. My 2 longest relationship was a Scorpio and a Cancer. I had a Cancer sun and a Scorpio sun. And the Scorpio sun thought he was slick and could do all these things to me, but I knew from jump that he was coming with the BS, and he was the one I basically loved, like, deeply. I was like head over heels obsessed in love with him to the fullest. I wanted to marry him, have kids with him and everything. But I ended up finding out that he was darker than I thought, like inside, and did some real grimy stuff. So I was like, out of there. A Pisces will just be like, deuces, bro, see you later, see you, you know what I'm saying, and move on to the next person, and they can heal their own wounds. So when you hurt this woman or this man and you hurt a Piscean, let me tell you what happens when you hurt a Pisces, okay? They have a natural... Okay, have you ever poked a fish and thought it would die? It doesn't. It gets hurt for a while and they're wounded, but it's almost like they can shed their skin and regrow new skin. That's how it is with a broken heart. They can shed that broken heart and regrow a new heart. And it's amazing. It's very crab-like, because did you guys know that a real crab, when its legs get cut off, it can grow new legs after the legs have been cut off? Isn't that amazing? And crabs are very Cancer, right? They're crabby. Well, let me just say this. A Pisces, you can hurt a Pisces, and I mean hurt a Pisces. A Pisces can lose their mom, dad, cry for months and months, and the more they release, the faster they heal. And I mean sexually release and releasing tears, or drawing or reading and poems. And these are also very poetic people. They love reading, they love poems, they love art, they love beauty, they love makeup. The men love to dress nice, smelling good and sexy. I mean, this woman is the whole nine. So treat your Pisces well, and stay tuned for part 3. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to your homegirl Elena. Don't forget that at the end of the day, I am a reborn doll artist, but I know my astrology. I do know my astrology. I do love astrology, because we are all made up out of 12 signs, but there are more. It's more than you'll ever imagine. Astrology just never ends. So it's a never-ending astrology story. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And I will be back with part 3. Peace out.